All right, on homework 8.3, we're doing properties of logarithms. And so we have a few properties of logarithms you need to know. The first is log of a times b equals log of a plus log of b. And when I say log of a times b, this isn't just for base 10, this is for any base. So when I write log with no base, it means log base 10, but this would be true for any base. And the bases would just be the same throughout. We also have log of a divided by b is log of a minus log of b. And we have log of a to the b power is b times log of a. This is my favorite one. I like this one a lot. Okay, so let's see how we use them. Log of 6 times 11 is log of 6 plus log of 11. Great, easy. Okay. You can actually verify this in a calculator if you want to see if you're doing it right. Just type into your calculator log of 6 times 11 and it'll equal some number. I don't know, it's like 1 point something. And if you add these two together, you'll get that same 1 point something answer. All right. Let's look at some more complicated ones. This one has two things going on. It's log of something dividing to a power. You have to think, what is it actually? Is this log of two things dividing, or is this log of something to a power? This is log of something to a power. The whole thing isn't dividing. The whole thing is to a power. So the first thing you need to do is rewrite it as log, 5 log of 6 over 11. We use our power property. Now that it's dividing, now we can separate it, and we have to be careful here. It's 5 times log of 6 minus log of 11. And if you'll notice, this is wrong. I've made a mistake. It was 5 times this whole thing, so this is equal to this minus this, and so it still needs to be 5 times this whole thing. The 5 distributes. It's 5 log of 6 minus 5 log of 11. Okay? Compare that to this next one. This time, it is the whole thing to the fourth? Is this log of something to the fourth? No. It's log of two things dividing by each other. The whole thing is not to the fourth. It's the log of two things dividing. And so this is log of 2 to the fourth minus log of 5. And now only this one we can use the power property on. 4 log of 2 minus log of 5. So these come out very differently. One more I'd like to do on this page, I think, is here. We have log of the cube root. Now, we didn't learn any properties of cube roots for logs, so we need to rewrite this. You should recognize that the cube root is x times y times z to the 1/3 power. And so this is log of something to the 1/3 power. It's 1/3 log of x, y, z. And now we have log of things multiplying. This is the same as 1/3 times log of x plus log of y plus log of z. So it's 1/3 log x plus 1/3 log y plus 1/3 log z. On the back, similarly, we are combining things. When you have two things subtracting, you can turn it into a single thing dividing. Cool. Here, we have, this is not dividing by another log. This is not like log of 6 over 3, which would be log of 6 minus log of 3. That's not what's going on here. This is log of 6, all of it divided by 3. And this is not a property of logs we know about. There's no property of logs that if you divide by something, you have a property to deal with. So we need to rewrite this. Dividing by 3 is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal, multiplying by 1/3. And we have a property for multiplying by something. That property is log of 6 to the 1/3 power. So coefficients can become powers, and that is what 6 to the 1/3 power is the cube root of 6. So that's how we rewrite that. Let's see, any other tricky ones? I think you should be good on the rest of these. I really like these critical thinking ones. I think this one is a great question. I think this is a great question. I'll let you make sure you can puzzle it out on your own. But I think you should be fine on the rest of these.